So, yes, the plan was for Travis to head over to the tavern, the Yellow Rat, and to kind of help the Imperial guards from the Vanquisher to kind of make merry and keep them distracted while Seren goes into the Vanquisher to lift something and pay for the services of the local crime syndicate so that the new fair winds will be able to leave port without interference. That sounds like it summons everything up.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, I need two. There's 4 crates of the dust, but I only need 2 of them.
This is correct.
Are we also going to have you listen in on some of their conversations, see if we couldn't get any of the information we wanted just from listening to them?
Yeah, I was gonna do a snoop around.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I was remembering that correctly.
Nope, you are.
If there's anybody on the boat.
Oh, I was referring to inside
At the pub.
Yeah, the Yellow Rat. Also, I do have a spare disguise kit that I would have kept with my entertainer's bag. Do we want to perhaps doll ourselves up so that way we're not looking quite like ourselves?
Probably a good idea.
Well,
I'll get my mama to change what I'm wearing as well to common clothes.
Yep, you guys do whatever prep work you guys want to do.
Alright, so Travis is probably going to make himself look maybe around 48 years old. Perhaps get a quick wig going so that way his hair looks dirty blonde. And outside of that, he should be pretty good with
Thanks for the sub.
I believe I've got some common clothes. No, but I've got a costume. That'll do.
I'm gonna do a wig as well, go from blonde to brown, and cover up my ears and try to make myself look as human as possible.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Shall we be off to the rat?
Might as well. Ain't no point in wasting time, now is there?
Nope, no point.
Alright, so after a little bit of prep work, you separate from the rest of the group and you make your way out from Luff and Lum's little establishment onto the streets of Nyhoth. For the most part, the streets are fairly normal. I mean, there's a few people wandering around, a few city guards. Mostly the streets are kind of clear, though. There are gas lamps that are burning along the main thoroughways. And as you get closer to the port district of the town, you do see a few groups of people here and there that are either going toward or coming back from a few of the local sailor pubs and taverns within that area.
Travis, did you want to go inside the pub first in case it is a setup for Gugnoth to be captured?
I mean, might as well. And I do think I will play up the retired veteran who went into barding for this just to simplify matters, because
Yeah.
there is a fair bit of military jargon that not many civilians wouldn't necessarily know unless they spent a lot of time around military personnel, so...
And it might get them talking.
Yeah.
If they know you're ex-military.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure part of my backstory was that I was Imperial Army before I joined the Guard. So
you'll be one of them.
Exactly. Alright, so... First things first... For this little soiree, do we want to know each other, or are we simply happy strangers?
Happy strangers. Because that way, if I do something, that means if I get caught, you don't get dragged into it. If something happens to you, I don't get dragged into it.
Works for me. Alright. Let's get to partying, shall we?
Off you go.
Alright. So, the Yellow Rat sits near the docks, just close enough to smell the sea, but far enough to avoid the harbor master's attentions. Its salt-crusted sign swings wildly in the breeze, showing a cheeky rat with a bright yellow fur perched atop a ship's wheel. The place hums with life at all hours. This one, no different. Whether the tide is high or low, the sailors are always thirsty. The moment you push through the double doors, you're hit with the scent of spiced rum, fried fish, and damp wool. The floorboards creak beneath your boots, slick with seawater that's been trampled in by half a dozen boots before yours. Nets, ropes, and broken oars hang from the rafters alongside brass lanterns, their soft yellow glow swaying with the rhythm of rowdy conversations and sea shanties sung half out of tune. The bar stretches for a good distance, polished smooth by years of slosh drinks and heavy elbows. A grizzled woman with a hook for a hand fills tankards without a word. Shelves behind her sag under the weight of rum barrels, mismatched bottles, and trinkets gifted or stolen by grateful sailors over the years. The crowd is a lively tangle of sailors, dock workers, and deckhands, with Imperial Guardsmen being the majority tonight. Some swapping stories of leviathans and lost treasure, others arm wrestling for coin or pride. Games of dice and cards unfold at every corner table, where the only rule seems to be no fighting unless it's outside. There is no bard yet tonight. No one to lead a ruckus shanty, or no one for the whole tavern to join in on. But the windows overlook the docks, giving a view of ships swaying on the tide. Sailors keep one eye on the water and the other on the barkeep, waiting for the right wind or the right fight to call them back to sea. But for now, they drink deep, toast loud, and live like the storm will come tomorrow. And let's go ahead and swap settings here.
The thought that my first thought when I saw this map is, could I steal the dog? But I feel I want the dog. I won't steal the puppy. I have some standards.
Oh, I see the doggo now. But no, let's not steal from here. After all,
I'm not stealing people's pets. I'm not that much of a bad person. I will kidnap children, but not people's pets. I do have a line.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I only kidnapped one kid once. I kind of regret it, but you know, rock in a hard place. Am I right? And I'm going to tap him on the chest and walk off to a bench somewhere.
And I think it is at this point that Travis is going to try and draw attention to himself.
You're gonna try and draw attention to yourself?
Just simply do as a bard should do.
Okay. And how are you gonna do that?
First, I'm going to draw out my flute. And I'm going to start, well, calling out to people. Hi-ho, friends, what is this? A party with no bard? Well, it seems I've arrived in good time then.
You get a few faces that kind of look in your direction as you stand in the doorway. Do you want to add any kind of checks to that, or any special actions other than just calling out to a room full of strangers?
Does there seem to be any particular song that was being sung before I entered?
I mean, it was just kind of different tables kind of singing different drunken songs. Nothing really that was like prominent among the crowd.
Ugh, that makes things difficult.
Yeah, everyone
Well,
seems to be currently kind of engrossed in their own conversations at the moment.
Well, perhaps I'll start out with the tune of a Imperial Army marching song, one of the more popular ones, as a way to start out, considering the majority of my crowd.
Okay.
So performance check?
Yeah, performance check. Actually,
Yay!
let me get a little bit of tavern ambience going here.
I would like to have it noted, Seren moved as far away from Travis as quickly as possible.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, Travis, as you begin to bring up the song, you do get a few Imperial guards who are turning their head. Most of them are dressed in their armor, but their helmets are either on the bench beside them or sitting on the table next to their drinks. You are aware that this is standard practice, that when out on assignment, that even when you're technically off duty, you're still in armor, ready to be called in any second.
Yep.
A few glasses are raised up at you. It's a decent effort. You have gotten a little bit of attention. But people are still kind of engrossed in their own conversations at the moment.
I suppose I can't expect too much.
You're gonna have to build up the hype for the crowd. Or do something drastic.
Suppose I will continue to play for a little while. Probably take up a stand. Probably, assuming the barkeep isn't going to get too mad at me, stand up on one of the unoccupied tables so that way everyone can see and hear me better.
Okay. And Seren, you're still standing by the door, just in case you didn't know.
I'm thinking of where I'm going to put myself away from the guards, but also, like, near the guards, if that makes sense.
Well, they're sitting all over the place, so...
How do I rotate my token again?
this table there.
Have it selected and rotate your scroll wheel. Well, move yourself over there.
Watch me regret all my life decisions. While Travis is playing Dumey, how much are people drinking at the moment?
Oh, there are cups everywhere.
Excellent. Good, thank you from their good friend Garganoff. Can I listen into the conversations of this little group?
Sure. Give me a stealth check and a perception check. This is what high-level D&D is, folks.
Yep.
This is what high-level D&D is. So,
20s are just par for the course.
Seren, as you listen in on the conversation, there are 3 Imperials in armor and 1 person in more finer clothes. As the conversation goes on between the 4 of them, you start to get the sense that the one without the armor is someone of importance, whether governmental or social status within Nehoth. They're speaking about shipments, they're talking about local politics, and the Imperial guard sitting across the table from this more well-off man actually seem to be of higher rank.
Interesting.
Give me... Just give me 2 D20 rolls.
Oh, good job, me.
2 and 2.
Oh, really?
2 and 14. I mean, I'm gonna take the 2 and 2. Because that was the first roll. Wait, no, it didn't even roll. You're right, okay.
No,
so,
I didn't, because I didn't put the 2 next to the, I put a 2 space
Yeah.
D20.
So 13 and 1. Okay.
So like a C plus? Oh wait, no, it's 2 D20.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
13
that's
and a
like
1.
that's like a D.
So, as you're listening in, the noble starts to ask about security on the ship with everybody here within the tavern. And one of the higher ranked officers says to not worry about such things, that the Athenarium has provided them with something to help along the way.
Hey, Athenarium.
So that's your 13.
Yeah.
Your 1 is, they basically start talking about their exploits in brothels and, their favorite foods in different ports that they've been in. Swapping stories back and forth.
Ugh. But,
In other words, the usual chatter.
yeah. Had an idea, but I don't know if it would backfire.
Give it a try.
Can't believe I'm asking this question. What has become of my life? Dumey, where is the closest brothel to this pub?
That information you would... I mean, you spent some time wandering around the streets. Give me a history check.
They're like, this is not the shit I take notice of when I'm in a city. I look at where all the prisons are.
Thank you for telling me that. I'm going to give you disadvantage on it.
I was being facetious. I think facetious is the right word. I don't actively go searching.
I mean, you're sure that there's a brothel somewhere along the ports that probably has a red lantern hanging off of it, because that's just what they do. But you're not really sure of the exact location, because that's not really something you take much note of whenever you come into a city like this. How dare you use my own words against me?
I'm offended, deeply.
You dare to use my own spell against me, Potter?
How is Travis going?
Well,
That's a good question. Shall I roll another performance check?
Let's have another performance check, Trev. 20.
I think I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah. As you're up on the table and you're still playing, the hook-handed bar matron kind of comes over and taps the table with her hook, telling you to get down. But give me a charisma check. Just flat charisma.
Just flat charisma?
Mm-hmm.
Not a save?
No. 14. As you keep singing, or keep playing, not singing, playing, you have gained the attention of these two tables who have kind of turned in their seats towards you and are raising their glass and kind of going through the motions and putting words to the music. So yeah, you've won over a couple tables. And before the bar wench can really say much more, one of the tables off in the corner calls for another round, and she goes off to serve them, kind of rolling her eyes and just kind of putting you on the back burner for the moment.
I think I will hop down from the table just so that way I don't piss off the owner or you know, the employee, whatever she is.
Okay.
So, put up. And, think I will, wrap this song up and maybe change to a more popular, folk song, perhaps.
Okay. Give me a history check with advantage to see if you know any.
History. 14.
You don't know any, like, specific to this area, but, Northern Djruthourhi, you know enough.
Alright, so I could probably get something going, and besides, I'm trying to attract the attention mostly of the soldiers, not anyone else, so...
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's correct.
There's no guarantee that any of them are local here anyway, so...
Very true, very true.
Give you another performance check?
Not yet.
Cool.
We'll see if there's any action Seren wants to do, and then we'll come back for your third performance check.
Seren's gonna look at Travis and give me like 5 minutes. And she's gonna sneak out of the tavern.
Oh, Seren's leaving the tavern.
He's going to try and get some wenches for the guards.
No, I would never. But yes.
Well, wenches are gentlemen. I suppose there is no accounting for,
Why not
what...
both?
Why not both?
Well, Travis wouldn't know what she was going for.
But I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to assume that there is an actual plan and just continue on with what I was doing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move Seren to here for now.
Do I need to roll stealth to sneak out?
Why is your... What? Hold on. Why did that... Oh, no. No, okay. I mean, if you want to sneak out unnoticed, yeah, but if you want to sneak out all casual-like, I'd probably just...
Yeah, cool. Just my usual aloof self.
Okay. Just,
Like,
give
just walking out normally.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're not... yeah, if you're just gonna walk out normally, you're fine. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Alright.
you know, you catch a couple eyes as you go, because, you know, a slender, athletic elf isn't nothing that somebody wouldn't look at, but...
Or just, slender athletic woman.
True.
After all, she did try her best to hide the fact that she is an elf.
Oh, that's correct. You're right. You're right. Still, you're right. Slender, attractive woman. I did forget the elf part.
Alright, so another performance check, or...
Yeah, unless you want to do something different and get advantage or anything like that. Be creative.
Dance around the people, move around.
Thaumaturgy.
Do I have thaumaturgy? That's the question, though.
You should have thaumaturgy.
I do not have thaumaturgy, it looks like.
Okay.
What spell could you use?
Yeah, you don't have to use a spell, but if you want to.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing I could use in a performance.
Ugh. Despicable.
Yeah. I mean, I could use color spray, but I don't think people would appreciate that one too much.
Probably not.
Okay. Go ahead with that performance check.
Second one, need to effect core. Yeah, there we go. And a third performance. Oh, I botched it. Or at least botched it as far as...
So, yeah, you choose a pretty popular Northern Djruthourhi song singing about the mountains and the roaring mists and the mysteriousness therein. But you know, the people aren't really feeling it. It's not quite the up-tempo they're looking for. It's more of kind of a ballad, and people are just kind of going back to their cups and their conversations. You've lost a few of their attentions.
Cool. Time for the big guns. This is a place that also serves food. This is a place that serves food and drink, right?
Correct.
Barkeep, I think the next few rounds should be on me. Our performance was not my best, and I feel I should make it up to some folks who had to witness that little blunder of mine.
She raises her silver hook and gives you a nod as she moves back to the bar. With the promise of free drinks, though, one of the guardsmen beats his cup on the table. Give us a speech!
A speech, doth say? Ah, haven't had to do one of those in... Oh, God, which company was it? The 14th? Very well. It seems I have a fair few of my fellow Imperial Guardsmen. Good sir, what unit are you with?
And, he looks up.
Perhaps one of his less drunken fellows can clarify.
He's in the 3rd sailing unit.
3rd sailing unit? Ha, I was in
Too
the
bad
14th.
he's not sailing. He's 3 feet deep in his cup now.
Oh, he is indeed. Careful not to drown, sir. That would be rather embarrassing for yourself, I would say.
Thud. Head on table.
Shall we give a round of applause for our most eloquent of fellows?
Head on table. Yeah, they begin to cheer. A few of them, smacking their hands on top of the table. Give us another, performance check for the speech. Go ahead. With advantage. 16?
Yay!
Good. Yep. You seem to be holding their attention.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Perhaps I will start playing on some patriotism.
Ooh.
Blah.
Start singing perhaps the Imperial Anthem.
Okay. Something you should know pretty well. Go ahead and do a performance check on that with advantage.
Can I give myself a bardic inspiration? Or is that something I can only give to others? Performance.
Oh, I'm sorry. A bard cannot inspire themselves.
Oh, they cannot inspire themselves?
Yeah, sorry. You don't believe your own hype. But you still had advantage.
Yay!
So, got the 28.
Huzzah!
So, about 3 notes into the anthem, every guard except for Mr. Head on Table stands up and salutes and begins to stand throughout the entire anthem.
I have people's attention. Plan is going on track.
Alright, Seren. What are
Do I
you
see any red
doing?
lanterns? I'm looking for red lanterns. Being I'm always going to look for these little shits now, so God doesn't smite me.
Give me a perception check. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't take you long. A few buildings down, back down one of the alleys, you happen to see a red lantern.
Sweet. I run to it. Like, I'm booking. I'm like at full speed. Running around like a crazy person.
Okay, so as you run towards it, sprinting at full speed, There is a, this was not a way I saw this going.
You're welcome. You should ruin your plans every Sunday.
There's a rather burly bugbear that's standing there and kind of guarding the door.
Let me hit the brakes. I'm gonna hit the brakes.
Okay.
And say, excuse me, may I please go in?
You're an eager one.
I'm just looking for something.
30 silver at the door.
You give the bear 30 silver and then go.
Yep. You give him the 30 silver coins, and he opens up the door. And
Malagos
you
is
are
gonna
able
kill
to
me.
step in.
Malagos is gonna kill me. Malagos is gonna kill me. This is it. This is what Malagos kills me for.
This brothel. Oh, let's just get weird. Why not?
Why, Dumey?
Is it
You
a
ha-
bugbear brothel?
You happen to
Lord.
find one of the themed brothels of Nioth. The rare
Oh.
themed brothels.
Shit.
Where all the ladies are dressed in wizard robes of 4 different primary colors.
Why me? Why me? Kaylin and Kyrie like set up a brothel for a succubus. Why couldn't I just walk into something normal? Why have to be me?
Well, you're here now.
Hey, pretty ladies. Maybe some handsome gentlemen, if anyone is into that.
Oh yeah, there's a few of those too.
Just
This is going to sound weird. I am looking for someone that looks friendly, and I'm aware they all look very friendly.
I was gonna say
But
they
you
all
know
look
what I
very
mean.
friendly.
That's not what I mean.
They're all very friendly and just kind of lounging around. There's bottles of wine and
I'm going to walk in amongst a group of them and say, I'm very sorry for interrupting, but I could use some help.
Oh, what kind of help do you need, honey? We have everything you need. We're so attentive, and our fingers are just waiting to get into all those nooks and crannies and...
You know, gifs of cats where they like back things away. Seren is trying so hard not to do that. Like, she's going to say, well, you see, my friend is a bard and he's playing for the first time at the Yellow Rat, and some of the Imperial Guards are being a bit of a tough crowd, so I was wondering if I could pay you guys to maybe liven up the pub a little bit, maybe do some dancing, talking to some of the Imperial Guards. I'm happy to pay you, but I really want my friend's performance to go well, and they're just being a little harsh, in my opinion.
Let's see. Do you, as your DM, do you really believe they're being harsh, or are you just kind of trying to sell
When
the sob
I
story?
walked out, the pub was silent.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, make it a persuasion check then.
Can I have advantage because I'm really cute? And Seren's adorable?
No.
Damn.
flash some gold. That'll give you advantage.
21. A few of them kind of look up. There's, I mean, the ones that aren't preoccupied currently.
And it's good for you guys as well, because I can pay you, and then if any of you guys get lucky with the sailors, they can pay you as well. So it's like a double payday.
Well, I mean, how much were you thinking of paying?
This isn't my wheelhouse.
Well, you're already here, honey.
I'm aware, but, like, I don't know.
Hold on.
One of those things you never thought you'd have to look up as a DM, huh?
Yep, pretty much. Your guide to creating fantasy brothels.
There are tears.
Oh, it takes me to a book called The Best Little Whorehouse in RPGs. I'm gonna add this to my wish list for later, because I'm probably gonna need this again. I mean, it's only $1.99, right?
Don't forget, Travis's family owns a brothel.
I mean, it comes with spells, potions, magic
You
items,
told me that.
and new diseases.
Get it, it's worth it.
Proceed to check out. It's that
Travis,
one.
this is information you could have shared. And I know it would have been weird to just come out of the blue as we're walking to the... By the way, my family owns a brothel, walks inside and starts to talk to people. I understand that.
Like, it's never really come up. By the way, you want to guess what... By the way, you might want to guess all the shit that he has learned growing up in a fucking brothel.
Then you should be better at performing. It's okay, I'm bringing the party to you.
If nothing else, Travis is not going to
Alright.
bat an eye at this.
Prices, prices, prices.
Travis is going to take one look at this and go, yeah, this is normal.
Bodyguards. The cost of a good time. That's what the chapter's called.
Did you actually buy the book?
Yep, I charged it to the tip account, so.
Oh god, what's this book called? Now I'm suddenly very curious.
Nope. You just have to watch the stream to find out, because I said it twice.
Travis wants some stocking stuffers for Christmas.
2 gold pieces per wench for the evening.
I'm going to say I can give you guys 4 gold pieces each if that's acceptable.
Okay, and one of these. Alright, so you've got the attention of about 5 of them. They seem interested.
I'm going to give each of them the 4 gold pieces.
And you have a lovely party of harlots to follow you back to the Yellow Rat.
Amazing. And I call out to anyone. I said, anyone else who hasn't made any more money tonight and would like to get 4 gold pieces, you can follow us.
Okay.
And we all walk back to the Yellow Rat.
Alright,
Are they all showing up in their themed costumes?
yes, they are.
And I've just like looked at like my thing. I still have that stupid dress costume that I wore weeks ago, and Sarah's going, no, I'm gonna put that right at the bottom of my bag. Nope. You wouldn't have had tokens prepared because, who would?
But you know what? I mean, I could use the enchanter tokens.
What do the enchanter tokens look like?
That.
And then we'll make this one green. We'll make this one blue. Make this one orange.
Yeah, no, I suppose that would work.
And the fifth one will be purple. There we go.
Yeah, no, that'll do. That'll get some attention.
Closely enough, still playing the national anthem when they rock on up. I don't think you would, because I would have spent 10 minutes going, they're pretty girls. No, focus.
Pretty girls.
No, I
naked
probably would have
girls.
finished up right before. I probably would have finished up just about the time you were walking up to the door.
Yeah.
Oh God. Goes into like all the different races and things. Never mind. Closing the book. I don't need it anymore right now. Okay. So as Travis finishes up the anthem and starts in on a different song, Seren, have you just led them to the tavern, or are you going in with them?
I've led them in,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to try to make eye contact with Travis through the window.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a quick perception check just for the shits and giggles.
For what? Oh, to see if you see her?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. you
14.
see her. Easy
I'm going to
enough see
point
her.
at the door, and then make a fiddle sound, start playing. 2 thumbs up.
All right. Gonna try something lively. Perhaps. Well, I don't exactly know what's. I wouldn't exactly know what was coming through the door, would
You
I?
have
So.
no clue.
Oh, they've come through the door. She let them
Okay.
in before she tried to signal you.
Yeah.
So, quick question.
Huh.
Is it obvious that these are women of the night?
I don't know. Why don't you give me an insight check?
Insight is actually something I
Or no,
am
wisdom. Wisdom check.
Could also
Wisdom.
be history if he grew up in a brothel.
He didn't grow up in a theme brothel.
Actually, yes, I did. It was themed towards bards.
Oh, this is a wizarding themed brothel. So.
But I could recognize a gimmick when I see it.
Wisdom check.
Damn it. 17.
Yay!
Don't do that bad. It's plain enough, yeah.
Okay. So, I think I'm going to start in on the tune of a rather bawdy yet tasteful song.
Okay.
I would know a few of those, having grown up in a brothel, right?
I would imagine, yeah. Something you could dance to with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another
Yep.
performance check.
17.
Alright. Okay, you have passed enough performance checks that the guards are adequately distracted. That I do not believe that until the tankards run dry, I do not believe any of them will be leaving the tavern until the wee hours of the morning. So
Yes.
this section
Cool.
is complete. So would Travis leave now that everybody's fully hyped up and distracted, or would he stay?
I believe the plan was for me to stay while Seren went and did sneaky rogue things.
Okay.
Yeah. But keeping an eye out just in case.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop this part here. And Saren's sneaky road things won't take very long unless she... Well, we'll see. So I'm going to stop the stream for a second. I'm going to come back. We're going to do our regular announcements, waffling things, and then we'll kick back into it.
Ooh, cool.
So we will be back in a moment, everyone.